Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly check-in of my cash envelopes. This is week number 2 for the month. Yeah, week number 2. So I'm stuffing for week 3. Man, has it gone by that fast? I guess it has, yeah. So I'm stuffing for week 3. So let's start with an update. Oh, there goes my Hello Kitty. Of how everything went for the week. Don't mind me, I've had sniffles. Today's actually Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy belated to those of you that celebrated Mother's Day in any way, shape, or form. It was a really great day for us, but I started sneezing towards the early evening and now I'm a little congested. So I've actually been doing my cash stuffing on Sundays just because it's so much easier rolling into Monday with fresh envelopes, and I do it Sunday night because I'm not spending anything, so it ends up working out perfectly. So this is my little cash envelope system. If you guys have seen my weekly check-ins before, then you know what this is all about. I have the link for all the things that I have in here down below, so if you're interested in anything, definitely go check it out. A lot of the stuff I get is from Amazon or Etsy. So let's jump right in. For groceries, we had nothing going into the week because, again, if you watched last week's check-in, I spent $300 the week before in groceries. So I went ahead and just kept the $150 for this past week. And I did do a tiny bit of grocery shopping, but it was for Mother's Day. And I will show you how I update my sinking funds this week whenever I have to pay myself back from my sinking funds for the events that I'm actually saving for. So we'll do Mother's Day a little bit later. So groceries had nothing, eating out had nothing. This was a stressful week for me. It was the last week of this class for the semester and I had a final on this past Saturday and we ended up eating, I don't even remember what we had. Did we have Whataburger? No, Freddy's custard. So I ended up using that eating out for the week. Household is empty as well. I actually spent this today at Target. I ended up using all of it on some scent beads that were a pretty good deal. So anyway, household. Gas, I don't think I spent anything from. We did not have to put gas all week, which is awesome. So yeah, I actually 20, 40, all 60 of it is going to roll over because now both of the tanks are pretty much on E and we'll have to fill up both of them tomorrow. So I will go ahead and roll over the gas. Miscellaneous is empty. Again, sometimes I can tell you what I spend this stuff on. Sometimes I can't. I ended up getting, what did I use this on? I ended up getting a little gift for my preceptor because she was having a hard week. Just, like dinner for her family and some chocolates and her favorite soda and stuff like that, just to like cheer her up. So I used that for miscellaneous and I used something else for it too, but couldn't tell you. And I've mentioned that before. It does not matter to me that I can't remember. I budget the money. Where it goes, it goes. Now, eventually, if I notice I'm having to pull, like if I'm out of miscellaneous and I'm having to pull from other categories to cover whatever should have been in miscellaneous, then I should start tracking what I'm spending the money on so that it's, something that I can continue to work on. So miscellaneous is all gone. We have a little bit in fun. Let's see. $50, $60, $65 left in fun, which is awesome. I told you guys last time I will be rolling this over, but actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to roll over 15. I'm going to set this 50 aside and I will show you guys what I do with the 50 here in a minute. So I'm going to leave $15 in the fun envelope. In beauty I did spend some of the beauty category because I needed deodorant and typically that would go under household, but I spent the household on other stuff. So I took anything, like I typically would do makeup and stuff like that, haircuts and pedicures and things like that in the beauty category, but deodorant could fall in under it too. So I have 20, 40, 41, 42, 43 left for the remainder of the month. So essentially the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to leave that. And then my deposit envelope is mighty hefty this week because I've had a lot of like I had to use my card, or one time I forgot my cash envelope. And these dollars, actually, I put them in the deposit because they need to go in the girls' piggy banks. There's an extra one in there because my grandma's boyfriend likes to give the girls dollars, and the boys too, give all the kids dollars, or like the dollar coins to them, or $2 bills. Like, he loves to do that kind of stuff. So they always have little things like this. So I need to put that in their piggy bank. And then $25 was for eating out. $15 was something I ended up having to pay for online. I think that was something for school. And then this was the $36 that I spent today on Target. And the reason that I didn't spend cash is because I did a Target drive up so I could use a coupon. And I ended up having to use my red card, which is a debit card attached to my checking account. So here's the deposit for that. I actually remembered most of this stuff. So I will deposit this, and anything else that I pull from my sinking funds, I'll deposit that this week. And then I do have some coins. I have quite a few coins this week. This little thing was getting kind of heavy. Here I go sneezing again. So if you hear my nose a little bit more stuffy, I'm so sorry. So coins is cleaned out. And then I did end up putting some gift cards in here. I had a sweet subscriber send me the Chick-fil-A gift card, and I had 2 little Sonic gift cards left over from Christmas. So I put those in there. And so yeah. Okay, let's get to stuffing. So if you're not familiar with my budget, this is actually what I'm planning on using for May. But here is my April budget. This is what I budget for each of the categories, and I split it up and leave the extra in here. I split it up over 4 weeks and just stuff 4 weeks at a time. So here in this glittery, beautiful pink envelope, we have our groceries. I do $600 for the month, so I should have $150. And again, if you watch my stuffing videos, then my sinking fund stuffing, then you saw that I actually separated this into 4 weeks ahead of time. So groceries should have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 145, 150. So $150 for the week. I am going to need to go grocery shopping this week. We are pretty much out of all of our fresh, at least fruits. I do have some apples and oranges left for the girls, but all the fresh berries and bananas and all that kind of stuff, we're out of everything. Eating out, we do 100, so 25 for the week. So I will just pull 25. 25 seems to be working out well, because what ends up happening is if I eat out with the girls, 25 is enough for us. Or if I'm eating out with Andres, we typically aren't eating with the girls, and 25 is enough for us as well. If we're all 6 of us are eating, $25 is usually not enough. So unless we're doing like pizza or something, then it's enough, but typically it's not. So for household is the same thing. Household is a $25, so I will take the 25 there. The reason that I do it like this is just, I feel like personally it helps me to keep myself more accountable as far as what I'm spending per week, and keeps myself a little bit more on budget. So I know if I'm going to spend this money, I only have that amount of money to spend for the week, and it's nothing more. Gas, I bumped up to $2.40, so it's $60 per week. So I'm going to pull that. And like I said, I have the 60 rolled over from last week. So I may end up having a little bit extra in gas at the end of this month, just because I did get to roll over one entire week. So we'll see. If we do, no big deal. I will figure out what to do with it. If not, roll it over to the next month. Gas has continuously gone up. Every single time I put gas, it ends up costing me like $1 or $2 more to fill up the tank. So, you know, we'll just continue to play it by ear. Miscellaneous has a $200 budget, and so I do $50 per week. And if you're wondering why I don't just have a $50 bill, it's because sometimes if I have to pay myself back for, you know, let's say like today when I'm ordering from Target and I have to pay myself back that money, I need the smaller bills to pay myself back. It's easier. So should be $20, $30, $40, $45, and $50 for the week in miscellaneous. I haven't got to stuff any extra in Costco, and I really would like to do a Costco stock up haul in late June, early August before the girls go back to school. So hopefully I can get my butt in gear and stop spending all the extra money. Last envelope is fun. We have 100 for fun, so I do 2 10s and a 5 for $25. So 25. So I have 10, 20, 30, 35, and $40 in fun for the week. And then beauty, I stuff once at the beginning of the month, and I don't stuff it again until next month. So, and my months run from the 22nd to the 21st. So it's not the 1st through the 30th or anything like that. So I will leave that in there, and if I end up using it, cool, I'll refresh it next month or next paycheck. If not, I'll probably end up rolling it over. I keep saying I want to get my eyebrows done and get a pedicure. When I did my nails, I ended up doing my toes, so they look beautiful. I'm not going to get a pedicure. And I've been plucking my eyebrows, so, you know, it is what it is. I'll just continue to roll them over. So now what I'm going to do is pay myself back, just like I did with Father's Day, and just like I did with the Costco, car maintenance, clothing, medical, and summer. I went into the sinking funds, so our cash envelopes are stuffed for the week. Feels so good. Okay, so moving on to the repayment of sinking funds. Just like I did last month, just like I did last check-in, I paid myself back for all of these from the sinking funds. So essentially what that looks like is I could either use the checking account cushion, or what I actually use is a Costco credit card that gives us cash back on a lot of different things, and we use those rewards every year to stock up at Costco. So I will charge whatever these items are, and then I will pay myself back, deposit it into my bank account, and pay the credit card with it. I never let the credit card revolve, otherwise that defeats the purpose of getting the rewards points. So this weekly check-in, I have 4 things to pay myself back for. So Andres had, let's see, I think it's in my other binder. Andres had like a work baby shower, or I think it was like, yeah, like they already had the baby, so it was like a congratulations shower, and he pitched in $20. So I ended up giving him the $20, and I need to pay that back and deposit it back. So we are going to go to gifts right here and take the $20 from there. So I have only $30, but this is exactly why I created this envelope for birthdays or baby showers or weddings or whatever the case may be. So I'm just gonna put today's date, even though it happened earlier in the week. So I'm gonna take $20 away. I'm gonna make this pile here the deposit pile, and I have $10 left, so I'm gonna put that $10 back in the binder. That's awesome. That is done. Now for Mother's Day. So that's all for this binder. For Mother's Day, Andres actually took money already for my Mother's Day presents. So I told him to take what he thought he was going to need, and he took 200. So I should have 205 left in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 205 is what I have in here. So I'm going to actually deduct the money that he took. I hate when I make that mistake. So he took it yesterday, the 200, and I'm fairly certain he didn't have anything left over. He may have actually used part of another little savings and stuff he has going on for it, so I don't really know, but he took $200 from here. And then I had 3 transactions. So my brother and I actually split everything for Mother's Day and for my mom's birthday. We don't do things separately, like we do it all together, and then whatever I spend is equal to what he spends, we call it even, or we pay each other back or whatever. So he actually got her card from the kids and from us, and he got the actual gift that we got her, which was a Nest thermostat. And then I got the food for the dinner that we had, which was actually breakfast for dinner. I got the tiles and twine for, again, if you watch the Mother's Day vlog, then you saw the little gifts that we got for my mom and for my aunt and for my grandma. So that, and then today I got her flowers and balloons. So my total for that was $65 for dinner, $6 for tile and twine, $65 for the flowers and balloons, which is $136. So it was about what he spent as well. So what I will do is, we don't need to pay each other back or anything like that. I will take from my Mother's Day what I actually spent. So what did I say? 136. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 5, 36. So I actually, let me see, I should have, take away 136. So I should have $69 left. 20, 30, 40, 55, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 69. Gosh, don't you just love when that works out so well? So this again should be the 65 plus 6 plus 65, which is 136. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 35, and 36. So I will put this 136 with the $20, and I will get that deposited into the bank this week and pay myself back. So this $69, I've been thinking about this all day because I knew I had a little bit left over. This $69 for right now, I'm going to leave it in Mother's Day. I contemplated and I was like, oh, what should I do? Should I, take it out, put it towards something else? And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? It's fine, because if I start with $69, if next month I don't want to put the $34 that I normally put and I want to put it towards something else, I can do that knowing I have a little bit of a cushion. So I'm going to leave it in here, but you know what I'm going to make? I'm going to change some of the bills to make them smaller. So 10, 20, 10, 15, 20. So this should be 40, 10, 20, 35, 40. I'm going to take two 20s. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $4. I didn't have anything bigger than that, I don't think. Hold on. I grabbed the wrong thing. Okay. So I still should have 69. 20, 40, 65, 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes 9. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So now that Mother's Day envelope is good, we will just continue to stuff it for next year's Mother's Day. I'm so excited. And we can check these babies off. So I will continue to leave these, and if I end up spending anything else, I will update you guys next week. The last thing I wanted to share with you is this $50. So I pulled this from my fun envelope because I really don't need to walk around with it. If I know we're gonna go do something, I can always pull it again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to store this in the summer activities. I had mentioned to you guys last week that if I got too much money in the fun envelope that I was continuously rolling over, that shows me we're not using it like like I'm allotting, and I think that it would be more beneficial to add it onto summer activities to pay for those larger purchases that we do throughout the summer. So right now, summer activities should have $85. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. And I'm going to go ahead and add the 50. So it should have 135. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135. I think that'll be a good use of the money. And then instead of, walking around with it, I can like I said, just come and pay myself back from the summer activities. I actually had a full-on discussion with my family as to like why that was even necessary to pay yourself back and whatnot. And it's not necessary. It is, you know, a couple of extra steps, but I feel like for us, it's really, really holding us accountable, because I'm like, everything's pending over here. I'm not tracking all my spending, but I'm tracking enough to know like, hey, this is kind of where our money was going on the credit card. Because before, what would end up happening is once a month I would get this statement and it would be like, oh, you spent $2,200 on your Costco card. And then we're like, what the heck did we do this last month? That was $2,200 worth. And a lot of it was groceries, eating out, frivolous spending. And we don't revolve that card. So we don't revolve any cards actually, but that card in particular, it specifically gets paid off no matter if the balance is $1,000 or $10,000. Like, it has to get paid off. I refuse to pay interest on it. So that was really burdening us every single month, trying to figure out where all our money was going. So this is, for me, seems like it's holding me more accountable. I know and have a good idea of what I'm spending on certain things, and it just really, it makes sense in my mind. So definitely do whatever works for you. If the way that I do it is like too tedious, doesn't work for you, I totally understand. I'm not offended at all. If you don't enjoy them, you don't watching them, and don't enjoy watching them. But I do appreciate it if you do enjoy these types of videos. I'm very excited to, again, kind of be able to keep track and know, like, for Mother's Day, I didn't have to think like, well, how am I going to pay that? Not that I don't want to have to take money from savings or from, you know, something else that I was planning on paying or whatever to pay things like this. I would rather have a set aside budget and savings and have no worries when it comes to paying it. So it makes me really, really happy. And I know some of you are really enjoying these. And so thank you very, very much for watching. I'm sorry about my voice the whole time. I hope you enjoyed it though. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next week with another check-in. Bye.